Welcome to day 21. Surrender to the soul. Listen to your soul. Trust in your soul. Have faith in your soul. Today is a really powerful experience. And we're now taking things to the next level. Real expansion. To show you the power of yourself. The answers are all within. We've heard that many times. Yet today I'm going to share with you how we can really tap in to find those confirmations. So let's start with the soul. Your soul is the truth. And as we explored going up the body to the chakras, as the soul gets to the crown, the body's lightened, the mind's enlightened, and then the soul is a free spirit, connecting to the higher self. A spiritual being having a human experience, living life to the full. So when we know we're in our soul, we're also with God, co-creating with God. So anytime we're in flow, soul, God, truth, love, peace, calmness. You are in your truth. And if we have that as our knowing, our foundation, we can now work from this place. I meditate every single day. Meditation is for the soul. Meditation has changed my life. Any opportunity, I meditate. I listen to books, I meditate. I watch documentaries, I close my eyes and I feel it out first. I remember. My memory is so good now. And when I'm present, I take everything that has meaning for me. And the more of a knowing I have of who I am, then everything I listen to has meaning for me. I have a reason to use it. I download it. I repurpose it. I reshare it. And I started feeling and experiencing the power of meditation by asking questions, to the point where the answers were so clear. It was an instant knowing. It was exciting that come out of me. So I'm going to share a few stories of how I've used meditation. And today is surrendering to the soul. What is surrendering? The mind. Mind out the way. Allowing the soul to do what it does best, experience. Show us the way. So in 2021, I decided that I was going to be moving to Brazil. And during that time, it was at COVID. And most of the world was in lockdown. Getting out to Brazil was proven to be pretty difficult, as the UK was a red zone country. And Brazil and many other countries were not allowing anyone from a red zone. Me being me, I said I'll make it out there. Where there's a will, so there is a way. The soul shows us the way. So I went to the airport, originally booked a flight to Spain and a flight to Brazil. I got turned down. I kept calm. I thought, right, I've got this. And the guy was not having any of it. There was no reason for me to be in Spain. And Brazil weren't letting anyone come in directly from a red zone country. I bargained with him. Nothing. And he actually looked at me and laughed. He said, "You're not getting out here. No one's able to travel." So I went back and I was trying to find different options. And Colombia seemed to be the next best bet for me. However, it was so long-winded. I had a friend out there who was going to write me a letter. I had to go to a town in the middle of nowhere. And then my aim was to get across the border to Brazil. So I said, I want to be out there. So I meditated. How am I going to get out to Brazil? And this is when the magic happened. In that meditation, so clear, it was like I had two bubbles rise up my body and pop. So when we're asking in our meditations, remember, time is the mind. So if we go in with an intention, a question, and the answer comes to us in a short space of time, feel free to know you come in what you went in for, and to come out to perform the next step. And why have I shared that? Because sometimes we get frustrated that we didn't last the time that we set. 20 minutes failed. Yet if we stay in for that time and we got our answer, sometimes we come out and we forget. So it's the answer which is the most important thing. And when they come out so clear, write it down. So two bubbles rised up. Pop, first bubble, chariot. And I remember my face going, that's interesting, chariot. Second bubble, followed quite quickly after, Mexico. And it was so loud, the noise, Mexico, chariot, pop, pop. I went on Google, typed in chariot, Mexico. First search come up, chariot statue, Mexico City. Next to that Google post, the Sheraton Hotel. I cancelled my flight to Colombia. I booked my flight to Mexico. I made it out to Brazil in 2 days. It was like I knew that that was the way. There was not an ounce of doubt, a complete knowing. And that was such a confirmation, and it showed me, wow, you really can get specific answers. I had visions, I had feelings. I went into a deep trance, but this was real words, pop, pop. And I got out there. That same week, I met up with a woman who was telling me a story about a friend and a company that had just been done for corruption. And she said, have you seen the news? Evergrande. Never heard of them. She said her friend was working there for 15 years and she didn't know, but it was so bad, the corruption, it made it mainstream. It went in one ear, out the other. We carried on our conversation. I come back home. And I went into a meditation. And I had 2 more bubbles. Pop, pop. Matthew. Pop. Parla. Pop. So strange, but so clear. I wrote them down on my notes. And then I forgot about them. A week later, I saw the name. I searched it up. He worked for Evergrande, the Treasury. I'd never heard of that company before. And it come out so clear. So when we set ourselves in the right environments, the answers come our way. And where I am today, I'm out in America, in Arizona. I am truly going with the flow. I asked and I did receive. I was in Chicago for 2 weeks, looking after my friend's dogs. And I realized Chicago wasn't the place for me. I then meditated. Where should I go next? 15 seconds. Maricopa County. Clear as day. So clear. Booked my flight and I've been out here since. And it's the first time in my life where I'm not rush, go, go, go. Always chasing, always pushing myself for the next thing. That was my life. That was my career. That was my job. And in the process, I haven't even had the urge to travel, to explore, because I know I'm here for a reason. What that is not as clear as of yet. However, the people I've been connecting with are the right people. With everything that I'm doing. And in that process, I've got my routine now. It's calm, it's chilled. Yoga, hiking. My food is great. I'm calm, I'm meditating. I'm being. And my mind gets in the way, frustrated, chasing. Wanting more, getting all sort of triggers going off. Yet I know I'm here. It's almost be still, be patient, work on yourself, and your time will come. So I'm still here now. But that Maricopa County was so clear. And today we're going to go into this space and we're going to surrender to your soul. Trust in your soul, which means trust in God. Ask and you shall receive. So I'm going to ask you now to close your eyes for me. Surrender to the soul. Your soul is the truth. Your soul, the spirit. So today, you are going to answer 3 questions. And you're going to answer for the collective. Connecting consciousness. And I'm going to share a powerful analogy of when we ask questions to imagine this inside the body. So imagine at the top of the crown, you are standing on a cliff. And in the depths of your body is a giant lake. In your hand is a rock. And that rock represents the question. As you ask the question, you then let it go. You let the rock go. At that point, there's no more attachment. Become the observer. As that rock hits the lake, as that question lands inside your body, those ripples, that is manifest. What is meant to be is meant to be. Mine to be. The ripples inside your body. To trust in your soul. Become the observer. Surrender to your soul. So using the chakras of the body, the path for your soul, bring your attention to your root chakra, starting at your foundation. Notice that feeling. Laser focus on that feeling. So as the soul rises up the body, lighten up the body. So we bring our awareness up the body to the sacral, the sacred space, the kingdom inside your body. Working your way up to the solar plexus, the solar system inside your body. Take your attention to your heart center. You at the core. Bring your awareness up to the throat. Speaking your truth. Making your way up to the third eye. I am. An enlightened body. Rises up. An enlightened mind. And bring your awareness to the top of your head, the crown center. Your highness. Now with this next breath, light up the entire body up to your highest self. Just one breath. So as I ask the question, silently repeat back to yourself. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go, no one to see, nowhere, in no time. Imagine dropping that question inside the body, answering for the collective. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Just one breath. Where are we from? Where are we from? Notice that feeling. Where are we from? Just one breath. The answers from your soul. The answers from God. Where are we going? Where are we going? trust in your soul. Where are we going? Bring awareness to that feeling. Slowly bring yourself back to this moment and be here with this feeling.